Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your broadcaster for today's game, bringing you a broadcast between San Diego Tropics and your Seattle Sonics, live from Seattle. It's the 8th game of the season, and the team is looking a lot better than they were in spring training, with the pitching under control and steady, and the bats being strong. Before this game starts, I'd like to talk about a few pointers for us to be looking at today. What Seattle's been doing good is, of course, batting and scoring and hitting with runners in scoring position. You need to do that, of course, to get those runs across the plate. But even if they haven't, there's been a lot of home runs, especially as of late, that has carried them across the finish line. On the defensive side, fielding has been a little more consistent compared to that one spring training game against San Francisco, where I counted many outfield errors. And the pitching has been strong enough to win games. Sometimes pitcher goes the distance. Today we'll be hoping that Seattle will carry on with these positives and, of course, just minimize the things that they haven't been doing right. And we'll stand by for the first pitch. Well, here we are. The game is about to be underway. Stepping in the mound is Bellinger, starting pitcher of today's game. And the first pitch is lined to left third base. And there's ready, 1 out now. Up steps Chrome Hartman, batting .556. And their first pitch is hit to deep left center, and that carries out for a home run. So, solo home run from Chrome Hartman, and that puts San Diego up early, 1-0. Apologies. Up steps Shake XTX now, batting .478. Another left-handed batter. Bellinger gets his sign, and the delivery is on low and outside for ball 1. One and 0 pitch is on its way, and it's low and outside again. Ball 2 now. Here's the 2-0. And that ball is fouled on the third base line. We apologize for the lack of game audio today, as we have yet to been officially authorized by the league officials, meaning that the stream will be taken down if I unmute. So, muted it is. The only audio you'll be hearing is me today. 3-1 now, low and inside. Hitters count now. And that ball is tattooed right center field, and it's going, it's gone. Right at the batter's eye for a home run. Another solo shot for Shake XDX. Back-to-back home runs go San Diego. And it looks like what I talked about just before the game started about good pitching might not necessarily be true today. Looks like a blowout is on our hands if Seattle can't tighten down early. So score, with only one out in top of the first, is already 2-0. San Diego. Up now is Nishino Roblox, batting .519. Right-handed batter. Taken low for ball one. Looks like Bellinger's trying to keep the ball out of the air, or if it is in the air, it's going to be a poor hit like we saw the first batter. Flew out to left field, to the third baseman in left field. But of course, if the batters have the good timing, those balls are getting pasted. 1-1 now. And ball inside. Not something you necessarily want to see this early on. As a struggling pitcher to get out of the first inning. And especially the hard contact as that ball's foul down the right field line. Count is even at 2-2. And Seattle is trailing 2-0. Here comes Bellinger, and it's a called strike 3. Low inside corner. Low outside corner. So 2 outs now, and up comes Kunix X7 batting a clean .500 for the 5th batter of the inning. Bellinger's pitch here is low and outside for ball one. Ball two now. Bellinger's 2-0 pitch is hit in fair territory to the third base line, caught by the pitcher. So for San Diego in the top of the first, leadoff man pops to third base. Home run by Cromhart. Home run by Shake. Strikeout looking Nishino. Pop up to pitcher Kunix. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. And San Diego now will take the field. Seattle comes to bat. Jack's Hope pitching against a Wixon, I believe. Cool. Pen. And the first pitch to Seattle batter of the day is taken high and inside for ball one. Jaxo batting .469 will look to try to bring Seattle back to a tight ball game before it's too late, as that ball is taken low and inside corner for strike one. Foul down the first base line. We'll do it again, count 1 and 2. And strike 3, swinging on a slow ball, on the inside part of the plate. Leadoff strikeout. And Belunaris, batting .387, 2 home runs on the campaign. Steps in, batting from the left-handed side. And here's the first offering. It is hit straight to center field. That ball is caught. There is 2 out now. And Bellinger, the pitcher, comes to the plate. Batting .516 with plenty of good timely hitting. 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. The right-handed batter now awaits the first pitch from Wixon. Taken on the inside part of the plate, ball 1. That ball is hit foul down the first base line. Slow grounder. Swinging strike. Golfed at it. 1 and 2. Here's the pitch. Taken. Low and outside. Ball 2. Big league take there evens the count. That ball is hit to the warning track. And it's off the wall. It's a base hit. It's in play. The throw comes in quickly from center field to second base to cut it off to a long single. First base hit for Seattle. Comes with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And Pikachu, 73-45 now batting. Batting .346. No home runs, no RBIs. Chance for a 2-out rally here. Left-handed batter. Swings and misses at the first pitch. He was under it, I believe. Crowd of pressmen there standing at home plate. And here's the 0-1. It is taken. Check swing. Outside part of the plate. Ball 1. Or outside the plate. Apologies. Ball's taken high for ball 2. And that pitch is taken there. Strike 2. So another even count here for Seattle. Wixon has a sign. And here's the pitch. It is hit to the right fielder, and it's caught. And that will end the inning. So Jaxio strikes out. Volinaris flies to center. Bellinger singles to center field. Pikachu flies to right. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Score after 1. San Diego 2. Seattle nothing. As 3v3R takes a ball, start this top of the second inning. Bellinger still out there pitching for Seattle. As that ball is popped and it falls in front of the first baseman, who will run to the bag unassisted to third base as the ball fell. Brings up Averin. I realize I'm mispronouncing the pitcher's name. It's the pitcher. Batting .286. Solid inning of work for Averin. Batting left-handed against Bellinger here. Sees his sign. And strike one. Realized the scoreboard had an error. I put a run on the board for the Sonics. They have not scored yet. Oh and 1 the count. And that's on the outside half of the plate. Strike two along the edge. Chance for a quick punch out here. Bellinger kicks, winds, and delivers. That ball is fouled on the left field line. We'll do it all over again. Still 0-2. Bellinger again. Takes for the first ball there at bat. One and two now. That ball is hit to second base. It falls in front. The throw is not in time. In my opinion, that's a fielding error, but instead, it's probably going to be counted as an infield single. Second baseman really should have caught that on the fly, and a weak throw to first. Haverin with a base hit, and no 1-2-3 inning. Brings up Cindo, I don't know, batting 600 flat. And Bellinger's first offering is a strike. Taken. Ball one, high in the zone. Taken again, ball two. A lot of long counts for our pitcher, Bellinger. And that ball is hit through the middle. Second, solo to first in time. 4-3, double play. Redeems the second baseman. 3S v 3R. Unassisted to first base. Haverin infield single to second. Cindo, I don't know. Double play, second to first. No runs. One hit. No errors. None left. Score after 1.5 is still San Diego 2, Seattle nothing. Five-man for Seattle dashing, steps in and takes the first pitch for a strike to begin this bottom of the second inning. Haverin still out there on the mound. And 3 quick strikes. Down he goes. Brings up Flamedress, batting .273 with a home run and 2 RBIs to his credit. The San Diego pitcher Abram yet to allow a run in league play this season. First pitch to the left-handed batter is taken across the plate for strike one. That curved in inside to the heart of the plate. And that's swung over the top. Strike two. Pitcher steps off, regains his bearings. And that is a check swing. Ball was inside. 1-2 and Flamedress. And strike 3. Down he goes. 2 swinging strikeouts in a row brings up Bost, making his league season debut today, I believe. The left-handed batter awaits. Strike 1. And ball 1 now. Evens the count. Swung over under it, actually. Strike 2. One-two pitch is swung on. Strike 3. Averin strikes out the side. Dashing, flameless Bost all go down swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on. 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the second keeps the score. San Diego 2 and Seattle nothing. Here at the top of the third now. And Golden Realities is the 9 batter. Bellinger's first pitch fouled down the first base line. Here's the pitch. It's caught reaching for that one. Strike 2. Use a quick inning here. Keep the score close. Still 2-0. 2 back-to-back home runs. Chrome Hart will be guaranteed to come up third in the batting order of this inning. Hit the first solo home run, followed by Shake XTX. 1-2 now on Golden Realities. That ball is hit to the first baseman directly. He does not drop it. And it's a fly out to first base in the field. Here is archived Matt. Matt flew out to third base. His first at bat, leading off in the first. Taken low and inside corner, strike 1. Bellinger loves paying the low inside corner on both right-handed and left-handed batsmen with precision. Fortunately, when the ball slips away, prone to that hard contact. As we said, Chrome Hart coming up on deck with that solo home run to break the goose egg. 1-1 now on archive Matt. And that ball is hit up the middle, a base hit between second and center field. Throw comes in quickly, and the first base runner of the inning brings up Chrome Hartmaid, who hit a booming home run to left center field in the first inning. 4th hit of the game for San Diego. Top of the third. San Diego leading 2-0 on 2 back-to-back home runs. That ball is hit, fouled behind the catcher, and it's caught. And I apologize. Please stand by. Forgot to move. So that brings up Shake XTX as I get back in, who hit a home run to right center. Appears the sides are switching. I missed that. It's my fault. I'll remember to move a little bit every inning or so, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. There appears to be a pause in the action. Okay. We're underway now in the bottom of the inning. Can't read that name as I joined too late for that. I think it's Gabriel play 77. Will be confirmed later. Batting in the 8th position. So we're here in the bottom of the 3rd inning now. Score still 2-0 as Gabriel grounds to first base. It brings up United Enforcement, making his season debut. Unassisted to first base for the first out of the inning. As a swinging strike there for United Enforcement. A bad swing under it. Swinging away from the ball. Averin still out on the mound as Enforcement takes his first ball that bat. Still 2-0 here, bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 1-2 now on Enforcement, the bottom of the whole batter. Up next will be Jaxio. The leadoff man struck out to open the first as United Enforcement is down on strikes. Jaxio now. Batting from the right-handed position. First offering is check swinged. As that second pitch there is hit into a dead spot down the right field line. Jaxio is heading to second base. The throw comes in to the cutoff man, not in time. Second hit of the inning. Second hit of the game for Seattle. A double down the right field line. Puts a runner in scoring position with 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd for Velunares, who flew out to center field in the first inning. As takes the first pitch for a ball. Bellinger on deck. Single. His first time up. As that ball is hit straight to center field and caught. Gabriel 77 grounds to first. United Enforcement down on strikes. Jaxio doubles down the right field line. Velunares flies out to center. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. 1 left. Score after 3. San Diego 2 and Seattle nothing. Top of the 4th now. Force the Tropics. Bellinger is still out there in Nishino. It's the batter. Struck out looking. First time in the top of the 1st inning. Takes the first pitch for a ball. That ball is in the zone, low and away. As that is a check swing for ball 2 now. Steps off the rubber, Bellinger. Didn't like the call. Here's the pitch now. That ball is hit fouled on the first base line sharply. Two and two now. Here is Bellinger's pitch. And it's outside. Ball 3, and the count is full for the first time today, I believe. Base is empty, top of the 4th. San Diego 2, Seattle nothing. Bellinger with the payoff pitch. That ball is hit to center field. It is caught. It brings up Kunix. Flew out to the first baseman in the first inning to end that inning. Another right-handed batter here. It's a check swing. He went around. Strike 1. Ground ball to the first baseman. Steps on the rubber. And they're 2 away quickly. Brings up 3S3 B3R, who grounded out unassisted at first because the first baseman cannot catch the pop-up. Ball 1 now. I swung under it for strike 1. That ball is hit foul down the third base line. 1 and 2 now. Bellinger has really bared down since that top of the first inning. Got through those 2 batsmen without giving up a run in the third. Here's the 1 and 2. And he swung over it. Strike 3. That retires the side. Nishino flies out to center field. Kunix grounds to first. 3S strikes out, swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And the score after 3.5 remains San Diego 2 and Seattle nothing. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Bellinger singled his first time up with 2 outs in the first. To lead off this 4th inning with a ground ball to first sharply, and the baseman gets there and retires Bellinger on the first pitch. Brings up Pikachu 7345, who flew out to right field to end that first inning. Takes the first pitch across the heart of the plate for strike 1. Evens the count at 1 and 1. Abram delivers a slow ball high in the zone for a strike. These Seattle boys don't get their bats off their shoulder in these last couple of innings, swinging free in the first as he takes a strike 3. Yeesh. You can't score runs if you don't swing. Well, I mean, unless you walked like 16 times. But here comes Dashing now with 2 outs and nobody on. Struck out swinging to lead off the second inning, his last time up. Abram is going strong out there. Has a strikeout in every inning thus far. 5 in the first 3 and now 1 already here. Dashing, swings, and misses for strike 1. Ball inside. And swung, and that ball was curving outside. Strike 2. Abram looking for his 7th strikeout. And he got it. Strike 3. Down goes Dashing. Bellinger grounds to first. Pikachu strikes out looking. Dashing strikes out swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. After 4, San Diego 2 and Seattle nothing still. And Abram will lead off after doing the pitching chores for the top of the 5th. One and 0 now. Bellinger still pitching. Inside, ball 2. So long at-bats for the San Diego clubs. Relatively short at-bats for Seattle, as they tend to strike out early in the count. And the Seattle and the San Diego bats usually get the ball in play in the deep one. That pitch is taken for strike 1, low and inside corner. Taken, low and outside, ball 3. A hitter's count now for the pitcher Abram, with Bellinger looking to get him swinging there. That was the inside part of the plate. Wasn't timed up with it right. Payoff pitch on the way. Second full count of the game. Both from Bellinger, I believe. And here's the pitch. That ball is fouled down the third base line. We will do it again. That ball is hit now to center field and caught for the first out here on the top of the 5th inning. They've been 1 for 2 now in this game. Here comes Papacola batting for Cindo. Sorry, Papacola. Batting in the 8th position. Pinch hits in the 5th inning for Cindo, I don't know. So the score line as Papacola takes the ball for Cindo. 1 at-bat, no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. In the 2nd inning, grounded out, 2nd unassisted, and then completed double play to 1st. As that's taken for ball 2 now. Two and 0 now. That's grounded softly to 2nd. 2nd to 1st in time. 2 down. 4-3. Here comes Golden Realities. Popped out to the first baseman. His first time up, and the top of the third. That ball is hit on the first pitch to third base and outfield and caught for the third out. Averin flies out to center field. Pop Cola batting for Sindo. Grounds out second to first. Golden Realities pops out to third baseman. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And after 4.5 innings, score remains San Diego 2 and Seattle nothing. Dangerous now struck out in that 3 for the side inning. As first pitch is foul right next to third base. Slow trickler. Abram's still out there pitching. Dutifully dispatching the Seattle team with great efficiency. As that ball is hit into the foul part of the stadium, first base side. Strike 2 now, quickly. Seattle bats are striking out, and striking out quick. Again, a strikeout in every inning so far for Averin. And this one is grounded to first, a weak dribbler. For the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning. And it brings up Bost, who also struck out in that 2nd inning. Left-handed batter awaits the first pitch. As that's swung on and missed, outside part, perhaps out of the zone, a curving ball inside out. And that pitch was also out of the zone. It made contact. The throw from third to first is in time. First baseman was off the bag, but the throw came in quick enough. 5-3 is the recording. Second out of the inning, and Gabriel plays 77 is up. Grounded, unassisted at first base in the 3rd inning. Takes the first pitch down the heart of the plate for strike 1. Averin has doubled his strikeout total for the season in this game alone. And we have yet to make it to the 7th inning stretch, as that ball is hit well to deep left center. Will the left fielder get there in time? He will not. It's off the wall. And Gabriel plays is heading to second base. The throw comes in from the center fielder. It is not in time. The cutoff man, the shortstop, has it. Double with 2 away to left center field. Perhaps for fielding from the left fielder. A double keeps the inning alive for United Enforcement, who struck out looking to end in the 3rd inning for the 2nd out. Here's the pitch now. Runner in scoring position. Strike 1. He missed. You really hope Jaxio was the batsman in the 1st inning. The 3rd inning he doubled, and he is on deck. Enforcement has the count even 1-1. A quick pitch here. And that is swung on the miss for strike 2. That is a slow grounder. The first baseman will take it himself. Unassisted. The first baseman. So that ends the 5th inning. Flamedrius, unassisted at first base. Bost, grounded out. 3rd to first. Gabriel, doubled to left field. United Enforcement, grounded out to first base. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. No strikeout for the first time for Averin. And the score after 5 still remains San Diego 2 and Seattle nothing. Here's Archive Matt now to lead off the top of the 6th inning. Flew out to the third baseman in outfield grass and had a single. I believe that was the single to second base. No, apologies, that's Averin's single in the second. But had a single nonetheless. I believe that was between second and center field then. First pitch was for a ball, and Bellinger is still out on the mound. Has delivered 5 innings of 2-run ball thus far. 4 hits only. Second ball 1. And that is a weak grounder to second. Second over second, unassisted. You know, showboating out there in the field, down 2-0. Not my concern. I'm not the one playing. Here's Chromehart made a solo home run to break open the goose egg in the first inning, and popped up foul to catcher in the third. Batting now from the left-handed spot. Here's Bellinger. If he gets through this man and shake, he's in the clear otherwise, as that ball is looped behind the first baseman. A diving catch in the outfield grass. I don't believe it. A great fielding play there over at first base corner. A fly out to the first baseman. Brings up Shake XTX. A home run. If to tell the truth, I did not see what happened. His second bat. That is a single between second and center field on the first pitch. And he is now 2 for 2. Home run in the single now for Shake XTX. Brings up Machino Roblox. Popped out, struck out looking and flew out to center field in the first and fourth innings respectively. 0-1 the count. 2 out and 1 on for San Diego, 5th hit of the game for them. Still leading 2-0. 1-1 now. Here's the pitch. It's taken low and outside. And that ball is hit. Sorry, I was looking away. And left center field, all the way to the warning track. The ball is cut in. Here's the throw from the shortstop to the plate. It is not in time. Double for Machino. Double for Machino. RBI double. RBI double. Shake XTX. Mad dash from first to home with 2 outs to score a run. That makes it 3-0. Unfortunate blow for Seattle, who had 2 outs. And here's Kunix, pop to pitcher, unassisted to first base. Two 2-0 on Kunix. Three 3-0 now. Seems like Shake didn't get an at-bat. It's my understanding. Look to figure out what happened there. Other than that, the batting order stayed the same. as Kunix takes a base on balls, the first of the game. Nishino will hold at second base. So first and second, first time more than one runner has been on base at one point for either team. 3S, 3B, 3R. Unassisted at first base, struck out swinging to end the fourth. Bellinger still working out there. Want to know the count now? Here's the pitch. That ball is hit. It's going to be a tough one. The second baseman tracks back nicely and makes the catch. So in this top of the sixth inning, Archive Matt, unassisted by second base. Cromhart, fly out to first base. Shake XTX, single. Nishino, RBI double. Kunix, base on balls, and 3S, 3VR, fly out to second base. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Score after 5.5 now is San Diego 3 and Seattle nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Averin still out on the mound. Leadoff batter Jaxio, the leadoff batter in the order too. In the first inning, struck out swinging. In the third inning, a double with 2 outs. And now 1-0 the count, and that ball is fouled away, and we're even at 1 apiece. That was a easy fly ball to right field. Sorry, I was fixing my papers. For the first out, brings up Velonaris. 2 flyouts to center field. First inning for the second out, third inning to end the inning. Takes the first pitch for a strike. I believe Velonaris is the pitcher. I recalled earlier in the season that pitched that complete game for a victory, and I believe he had a quality start not too long ago. And down he goes, dispatched by way of the strikeout. Brings up Bellinger. Single in the first inning. Unassisted at first base. Lead off the fourth inning. Averin only missed that strikeout in the fifth inning. That's the 8th of the day. Not a pretty number when you're looking on the Seattle perspective. A pretty number when you're looking on the San Diego perspective. Bellinger now. Down 0-1 in the count. On deck is Pikachu. Flew out to right field to end the first. Struck out looking in the fourth. 0-1 now. 0-2. Down the heart of the plate. And that ball is grounded weakly to shortstop. The third baseman cuts it off and throws to first. In time for the first out there. The score after 6 full innings is still San Diego 3 and Seattle nothing. Jaxio flew out to right field. Velonaris struck out. Bellinger grounded third to first. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We're here in the top of the 7th. Pitcher Averin will bat. Bellinger will still be on towing the slab. One for 2 today. Single in the second inning Fly out to center field. Oh, 0-1 on Averin. Even count here. Pitcher against pitcher. So far, Averin has had the best of Bellinger and the whole team, 1-2. A check swing, 1 around in the zone. Now here's the pitch. Ball 2. Ground ball, shortstop, long throw to first in time. A good throw there, short to first, 6-3 in your scorecard. Brings up Pop Cola, second at bat as he pinch hit in the 5th inning. Grounded out, second to first. Now hear this. In the Peach Bowl, number 5 Oregon is trailing number 1 Indiana 28-7. Just after the 2-minute warning for the first half. And Indiana is driving in the red zone. 1-0 the count on Pop Cola here as we come back to baseball. Taken high and in for strike 1. For those who weren't following along closely, Dante Moore threw a pick 6. Dante Moore fumbled for a fumble 6. That's 2 of the Indiana touchdowns. 1-2 now on Pop Cola. Foul ball. We'll do it again. That ball is golfed. It's a shallow Texas leaguer. Will it fall? Will it fall? The second baseman's there. Good run for the second out. And the void away is batting in the 9th position. Batting for Golden Realities here in the 7th inning. Realities exits the day with 2 at-bats. Flew out to first. Oh, that's gone. Down the right field line. Right center, apologies. Oh my goodness. Home run for Voidaway. That makes it 4-0. That makes it 4-0 San Diego. Their 7th hit of the game. My oh my, this is just getting away from Seattle. They can't get the bats together. And pitching leaking up more runs. That was a pinch hit home run for Voidaway. Batting in the 7th position. Golden Realities in the 3rd flew out to first base. In the 5th, flew out to third base. So that's 2 at-bats and nothing of note to contribute there from him. Here's archived Matt. 1 for 3 on the day. A fly out, a ground out, a single. And the single came in the 3rd. That is a strike. Over on the outside part of the plate from the right-handed perspective. It's just no fun when Seattle can't do anything productive. 1-1 the count. Please stand by. It appears that Seattle has one error. I don't know when it happened. Perhaps it's when they cut out 2-1 the count on archive map. So I'm just going to mark it down for later. As down he goes. Down goes archive map by way of the strikeout. So Averin, short to first, pop cola, pop out to second, Boyd away, pinch hit home run to right center, archive mat, strikeout. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none left, and the score after 6.5 remained is now San Diego 4, Seattle nothing. Pikachu leading off, Averin still towing the slab for the bottom of the 7th inning. As you know, for some reason, the 7th inning stretch comes in the top of the 7th. Baseball sacrilege, but it's just a game, they say. And it's just sacrilege. Taken for ball 2. Dashing on deck. 2 strikeouts in the game. Flameburst in the hole, strikeout, and a ground out to first base. Not much strong contact showcase for Seattle. When they did get a couple doubles, it was not in a series of hitting. So here's Pikachu. Evens the count with a terrible swing, to be quite frank. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. That is a ball hit behind second base to short, and it's over in time for the first out of the bottom of the 7th inning. And there's the aforementioned Dashing, championing the American flag, not doing his patriotic duty of getting a hit in a baseball game. 0-2 for the day. Averin is mowing them down. An 0-1, another swing and a miss for Seattle and for Dashing. In the hole is Bost. Flameburst, as I mentioned, is on deck. Bost struck out, grounded, third to first. 1-1 now. That ball is popped. No, it's hit well. Left center field. 2 outfielders converge. And the left fielder grabbed it. The center fielder dove for it. The left fielder was there to catch it. Fly out to left field. Gregory Tsukini bats for Flameburst. Greg Sukikuni. Sorry. That ends the day for Flameburst, who struck out in the second, grounded unassisted at first. 2 at-bats and nothing to show for it. Takes the first pitch now. It's a strike, and the 0-1 to Greg is low and inside, out of the zone, away from the zone for ball 1. Yeah, it's just not going good. As that ball is golfed to third base and caught on the fly. Pikachu grounds short to first. Dashing flies out to left field. Greg Zucchini pinch hitting in the 7th inning for Flame. Flies out to third base. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Another 1-2-3 inning for Seattle, and the score remains San Diego 4, Seattle nothing after 7. We have now batting is for Chrome, I believe, is, yes, AG Saw Beast. Or AJ is a beast, is probably what it is. As his swing is down there for a base hit to lead off this top of the 8th inning. That ends the day for Chrome Heart. Made home run in the first inning. That's currently the game-winning RBI. Popped out foul to catcher and popped to first base and the 6th. So 3 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI, no walks, and no strikeouts. Good for him. Shake XCX is 2 for 2. I don't know what happened in the third inning. That might have been an error. I'm just really not sure. I have to review a different broadcast if there's one available, as he takes 2 quick strikes now, 0-2. Ball 1 now. Bellinger's 1-2 pitch on the way. Ball 2. Evens the count. Two and two. Pitch on the way. Rip down the right field line, foul. You're going to have to excuse me 1 minute. I'm terribly sorry you missed the broadcast on that. I had something personal to attend to. That's a double by Shake, an RBI double. Brings up Nishino. There are now runners on second and third. Once again, I like to apologize. Oh, sorry, that's not an RBI double. It's still 4-0. I misread the throw. Bellinger is being removed from the game. Responsible for the 2 runners on. So he goes 7+ innings. Here is Boss now. I believe this is his pitching debut on the year. I'll write that down. There's runners on second and third for Boss. Let me calculate the totals. Bellinger surrenders. That's the ninth. That's the ninth hit, I believe. As that ball is down the right field line and 2 runs will score. Game is effectively over. It's a double down the right field line for Nishino. Sorry, I'm filling in my scorecard. I'm catching up. Kunix 0 for 2 to the day. Popped out a pitcher unassisted at first and a walk. Still more productive than basically every batsman for Seattle. To get to Bellinger's totals, 4 runs on 9 hits, as it's now 6-0. Top of the 8th still. As that is fouled on the right field line, 0-2. 6-0. He struck out 3 and walked 1. Fouled on the first baseline. Will do it again. So Bellinger goes 6+ innings. Is the pitcher of record. Gave up 9 hits for 4 runs. All of them earned. Struck out 3 and walked 1. And as Kunix strikes out swinging for the first out, 3S3V 3R comes up. 0 for 3 today. Bellinger's actually given up 6 runs, as Bost has been the one to surrender the hit. Oh and 1 now. So the runner Oh, sorry. It seems Nishino only singled as that ball is fouled on the first base line. Yes, sir. I have that right. 2 runs, single. 3S, 3VR. Batting from the right-handed position. Sorry, I've lost my grip on this game in this inning. It's a little disappointing. I ran out in the middle of a double. 1-2. Still 6-0. That ball is hit to second. There will be no double play. It's a ground out. Second to first. Fielder's choice. Now Nishino is at second base. Brings up Averin, pitcher. Takes the first pitch for a ball. One and one now. It's just kind of sad when they put up very little fight. 1-1. Ball is hit far in the right field, but the fielder is there to make the catch to end this inning. AJ is something beast or whatever. AJ's a beast. Leadoff home run. Shake XTX double. Nishino. Was that a single? Sorry. Yeah, AJ is a beast singled. Shake XTX doubled. Nishino 2-run single. Kunik struck out. 3S 3V. Fielder's choice. Second to first. Averin flew out to right. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. 1 left. Score after 7.5. Seattle 0 and San Diego 6 on 10. So Boss, the pitcher, took over. Gave up 2 hits. Is just stayed alive. Still 0-2. Averin still pitching out there. Just threw his 81st pitch. It's a ground ball through the hole. Almost a diving stop by the third baseman. The throw from the shortstop is not in time. An infield single. A leadoff infield single for Boss. A little small sign of life here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's his first hit of the day. After striking out and grounding third to first. Here brings up Gabriel. 1 for 2 today. And it's back-to-back hits here. That ball will land in right field. Bost is rounding second and heading to third. Gabriel is heading to second. No, he's coming back. Bost is rounding third. And will stay there. Runners at the corners. A single down the right field line for Gabriel. First time Seattle has had 2 runners on. United Enforcement, the 9-hole batter. 0 for 2 today. Strikeout looking in an unassisted to first. Swings and a miss at strike 1. A little bit of life is just enough of a kick to get something out of this game. United Enforcement would be really nice if he could not swing and a miss there, as he just did for strike 2. 0-2 now. The runners took a little bit of a lead. Taken inside, ball 1. I really want to know where that error came. That might be the reason why Shake was not credited with an at-bat. I'm just going to assume. And United Enforcement is out by way of strikeout. Jaxio 1 for 3 with a double in the 3rd inning. And Averin marauds around the base paths. I believe they're bringing in a new pitcher. Or no, they're having a mound visit right next to home plate. Averin on the day. 7 1/3 inning. I need to correct myself. Bellinger actually went 7 plus. Averin will still pitch to Jaxio. He has gone 7 1/3 inning and has only given up 5 hits and no runs. And how many strikeouts is that? He already has 1 this inning. 2, 4, 5, 8, 9. 9 strikeouts. The count evens at 1-1. No walks issued. Bit of a massacre thus far for Seattle, but they have runners on 1 and 2 though. Be a real shame if they stranded. This has been their best scoring opportunity. They had none out and runners at the corners. Now they have 1 out and runners at the corners. The 1 and 2 is taken for strike 3. You have to swing with runners in scoring position, and Jaxio doesn't. Belunaris comes up, who's flied out twice and struck out once. That was in the 6th inning. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here a little. Averin gets his sign. First time he's pitched under pressure all game. That's fouled far, far into the right field bleachers. That ball is foul down the left field line. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Lazy, right center. That's going to get caught. Bye-bye. 1, 2, 3 outs there. Fly out to center field. Boss, leadoff single. Gabriel single. United Enforcement struck out swinging. Jaxio struck out looking. Belunaris flew out to center field to end that inning. No runs. 2 hits. No errors. 2 left. And the score after 8 is San Diego 6, Seattle nothing. Top of the 9th now. YYA 0260 is the batter. And the 8th position. Batting in the 9th inning for Pop Cola. Grounded second to first. Popped out to second base. Batting 6.67 on the campaign thus far with 1 strikeout. 0-2 now. Boss still doing the pitching chores. Second inning of mop-up relief. Taken for a ball. Low in the zone. It's been unfortunate. Strike 3. He got him to chase. YYA down by the strike. Void away up. Solo home run in the 7th inning with 2 outs to mention. Pinch hit for Golden in that inning. So, by the way, Pop Cola, as that's a base hit. No, robbed of a base hit. Second to first. As Pop Cola exited the game in the 9th inning. As Archive Matt comes to bat 1 for 4 with a single. Pop Cola had 2 at bats and nothing to show. Nothing to show for it. 0-1 now on Matt. And here's the pitch from Bost. Strike 2. Pitch now. Grounded sharp to first. Stepped on the rubber. YYA, pinch hitting in the ninth. Struck out swinging. Void away. Grounded second to first. Archive Matt. Unassisted to first. 1, 2, 3 they go. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. One strikeout to Boston's credit. As Averin looks for a complete game shutout in the bottom of the ninth. Bellinger, the first man standing here. As that ball is lifted on the first pitch to right field. That is sure to be caught. One down now. Pikachu now batting. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout looking in the fourth. Be really nice if they could do something here. As that's fouled on the third base line. One and one now. It's 1 and 2. Two and 2. Strike 3! Down he goes. Another strikeout for Averin. And now dashing is the last man standing. He's already struck out twice. Could look for the hat trick here. Last at bat in the seventh, flew to left. Averin working on a 5-hitter. 5-hit shutout. With this strikeout, has increased the total to 11. As that ball is hit to right field, it's a diving catch. He's out. Complete game, 11 strikeout, 5-hitter for Averin. Completely shuts down Seattle. Your final tally here in the bottom of the ninth. Bellinger flies out to right field. Pikachu strikes out swinging. Dashing. Flies out to right field. Lines out to right field. Your score after these 9 innings of baseball here in Seattle. San Diego 6. Seattle nothing. We go down the line tally. Let's first start off with visiting and victorious Tropics. Archive Matt went 1 for 5 with the single and no runs scored. Then Chrome Heart made 1 for 3 today with the solo home run in the first inning. AG is a beast. Went 1 for 2 with a run scored. Shake XDX went 3 for 3 in the book with a home run, a single, and a double. No RBIs, but 3 runs scored. 1 RBI from the home run, but 3 runs scored. And 3 hits. No walks, no strikeouts. I would like to know what happened in the third inning. Nishino, 2 for 4 today. Did not score, but had 3 RBIs. And a lone strikeout. Kunix went 0 for 3 today. Did not score a run. Not have an RBI. Struck out once and walked once. The only walk of the game. 3S, 3B, 3R. Went 0 for 4 today. With a strikeout in the 4th inning. Averin, the pitcher, did his damage on the rubber. 1 for 4 today. with nothing else to mention. Sindo, I don't know. One double play, was replaced in the 5th inning by Pop Cola, who had 2 meaningless at-bats. YYA struck out pinch hitting in the 9th. Lone at-bat. Golden Realities had 2 flyouts, was replaced by Void Away, a pinch hit, home run, and a ground out second to first. So in 2 at-bats, he went 1 for 2, with the run scored and an RBI. That ends the tally for San Diego batting. Averin was the lone pitcher for the Tropics today. Takes the victory. In 9 innings pitched, went 5 hits, no runs, no earned runs, 11 strikeouts, and no walks. Now we look over to the Seattle side of the score. Jaxio went 1 for 4 today, with no runs scored, of course. 1 hit was a double, and he struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. Valares went 0 for 4 today with a strikeout. Bellinger went 1 for 4 today with a single in the 1st inning. Pikachu went 0 for 4 today with 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. Dashing went 0 for 4 today with 2 strikeouts, both by way of swinging. Flamedress went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and unassisted ground out to first. Was replaced in the 7th inning by Greg Zucchini, who in 1 at-bat flew out to 3rd base. Bost went 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout, and was the most advanced runner for the Seattle when he reached 3rd base in the 8th inning. Gabriel 77 went 2 for 3 today with a double and a single. United Enforcement went 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Looking at the pitching line score now, Bellinger went 7 innings, gave up 9 hits on 6 runs, all earned, 3 strikeouts, and walked 1. Bost gave up 1 hit in 2 innings and struck out 2 in mop-up relief. So that tells you all you need to know, but to briefly paragraphize this, it was a poor day for Seattle hitting and pitching. The fielding was also a little skeptical, as a couple of pop-ups hit the ground, one which turned into a meaningless single, thankfully. For them, otherwise it'd be 7-0. But ultimately, it was not a good performance all around. Bellinger had come into the game with a 9 ERA, and exits with one that's just slightly under, with his 7 innings pitched and 6 runs allowed. Averin continues to be unscored upon, earned run-wise, with 11 strikeouts, brings up his strikeout total to 18, came in the game with 7, and notches a victory. San Diego just put more runners on, hit timely, hit with runners on and runners in scoring position, played harder, fielded better, and certainly pitched brilliantly, not to mention the fact that they hit 3 home runs today. So, from Seattle, the end of the 8th game of the season for the Tropics and for the Sonics, San Diego 6 and Seattle nothing. This was your broadcast for today's game. I hope you enjoyed, and we will be back perhaps for the 9th game tomorrow. Right? I'm moving back to college. We will see. This is your broadcaster signing off. Thank you.